Okay, my name is Keith Colvin, and I'm here to talk to you about the Beyond the Surface method. Okay, the Beyond the Surface method has three aspects of it. Okay, why only three? Because the man will only let me have three. The three aspects of the Beyond the Surface method are accessibility, clarity, and overall. Okay. And this is how I survived Ala Moana when I was a younger man on assignment in the big city of Honolulu, where Los Angeles meets Tokyo in the middle of the Pacific. Okay, I came to Ala Moana full of hair and a coat and tie with a discoverable plan and the kind of optimism that usually gets a man stranded somewhere he shouldn't be. Hawaii looks simple from a postcard, but blue waters, palm trees, sunshine. Hey, postcards don't tell you where the bathroom is. So I was there in the big city, didn't have much money. I was a poor teacher, okay? And that's where the YMCA came in. Yeah, hey, gonna go stay with all the boys at the YMCA. Across the street from the Ala Moana Hotel, which is there at the Ala Moana Mall, and Ala Moana Beach Park. Lovely beach park, wonderful wildlife. I highly recommend it. Okay, so the YMCA became headquarters. Yeah, okay, not home, not exactly. Okay, home, South Kona, right? That's where I was living at the time, right? In there in Kailua Kona, Hawaii, Big Island. Yeah, all right. Home is where the light switches are. Headquarters is where you keep your gear, regroup, wash off the salt, and pretend you know what you're doing. From there, I entered the great machine, the Ala Moana Center. Yeah, all right. So the old Hawaii 5-0. Yeah, Jack Lord. Yeah, Bookham Dano. Ooh, the old Hawaii 5-0. Don Ho, the Elvis of Hawaii. Hawaii's Elvis. Don Ho. Right, guest starred on the old Hawaii 5-0 one time. Yes, he was Ala Moana, the Hawaiian gangster. Okay, it's definitely a monument to air conditioning, commerce, and the strange modern belief that happiness is hiding behind the next store window, right? Thousands of people moving from one store to another, shoes, watches, perfumes, things designed to solve your problems nobody knew they had until 5 minutes earlier. Hey, and somewhere in the middle of all this polished civilization, I had a mission. Okay, back home, Kona, right? Kona coffee totes, upcycled coffee bags, right? The pound bags of Kona coffee. Okay, not coffee, the coffee bags, the old burlap kind, upcycled, reused, given another life. Hey, because apparently in the middle of one of the most expensive and carefully organized shopping districts in the Pacific, I had decided that that's what I really needed is a used sack that once held coffee beans. Okay, this was either resourcefulness or the beginning of a very serious personal problem. Where could it be? The quest took me through the shops where everything looked natural, but probably had traveled 12,000 miles to get there. I asked questions, I looked around, and somewhere along the way I found something mo better. Woo! Okay, next to the food court. Yes, with the famous Hawaiian mixed food plate. Great. I found a forgotten Japanese beer garden. Oh, it's not down there anymore. Nope. It disappeared. They rescheduled. All right. Well, at least, when it was still there, okay, it doesn't appear on those glossy brochures. No neon invitation. Hey, it was in the back. At the time, no influencer posting beside a cocktail. Just a quiet fragment of another time, right? Standing there surrounded by machinery of modern Honolulu, Waikiki, I began to understand something. That the interesting places are often the ones nobody is selling. Okay, they're behind the obvious. Behind the mall, inside the mall, behind the tourist map, behind the story everybody already knows, thinks they know. All right, that is Beyond the Surface method. All right. How I survived Ala Moana. Okay, let's give it the rating. So accessibility. You don't need expensive equipment or a perfect plan. Sometimes You start with the YMCA, a pair of walking shoes, and enough curiosity to make a wrong turn. Okay, clarity. Pay attention to where you are. Look past signs telling you what to buy and notice what's actually there. And the overall, the world is a bigger than us version packaged. Yes, the world is bigger than the version packaged for us. Okay, past the brochures. Sometimes survival means adapting. Sometimes it means laughing at your own ridiculous mission. And sometimes somewhere between the YMCA, the Ala Moana Mall, a forgotten beer gardens, and the desperate search for an upcycled coffee bag, you find that the adventure isn't always out in the wilderness. Oh, sometimes it's wild inside. It's hiding beneath the surface of the civilization. And all you need to do is keep looking. So we give Ala Moana Mall the shaka, brah. All right. See you next time.